Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that brief interruption. I know my Libra's got the same card, Calling the Storm, as I pulled a little bit earlier. Not going to reread anything here, but I do want to give you one more because it wasn't very fair that you guys got cut off. So thanks for hopping over to this video. Let me move forward with what else Libra needs to know for their reading. I just heard you're safe. Whew. Okay. Shadow card for Libra's reading. Triumph of Lies. I've actually never had this card pull before, so I do want to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and read this one to you guys. Let's see what the shadow side is that can hopefully shed some insight on. A moon phase on this one is waxing gibbous, which is almost to full moon stage. Again, bargaining. If something hurts me, I can change myself so it could stop. I'll throw this card back up here for you guys again. I'm sorry about the glare. Headless mannequins crowd against each other under a cold neon light. They're dressed in luxury clothes and pricey accessories. Among them, one has a crowned skull floating where her face was supposed to be. Not all that glitters is gold. Emptiness is felt when there is nothing under the dress. Kind of funny because, like, I look at the under card to see what other energies are coming with it. And this one, Naked Before the Stars. Okay, well, let's go a little darker on this one. The Triumph of Lies is about to appear. An appearance is always so important in the world. Day by day, it seems more important. Can that be a little lie too? We seek to be what the world outside desires, and not necessarily society at large. Our family, our partners, or friends place judgments on what we should be. In the dress we choose, we carve a mask of expectations, behaviors, and values to live by. It offers stability to ourselves and to our relations, as being honest and true to ourselves can be too tiring, too easy to make us hurt. Unfortunately, the relationship with our mask is not as straightforward as it feels. Inside the mask, envy grows. Vanity takes root. Lack of self-confidence becomes a habit. It gnaws at us and hurts us from the inside. It feels like it is to ourselves. Let me read that back. It feels like it is ourselves, but it's not really authentic. It's just a lie we can have made habit in believing in. When our lies become a gilded cage and our dress becomes a burden, we should remember that we're all born naked. Under the stars. Libra. Be yourselves. You know, you guys are the biggest people pleasers out there, pretty much of the zodiac. You know, you want to avoid confrontation, avoid the tower moments, and wear the mask. I mean, I think, you know, it's pretty clear that maybe you just need to let go a little bit of control and uncertainty. Trust your intuition, and go, go within and, come out of that Hermit card that I showed you earlier. Come out of it and embrace the newness coming your way. Yeah, set boundaries. Set boundaries. Be yourself. If things no longer fit in your story, it's okay to let them go. Bye-bye. All right, well, let's see who comes up next. Oh, such a pretty deck. All right. Clean up this mess over here. All right, so far we've already covered Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Libra, and who's next? It's not a whole lot more cards to shuffle. I might just have to wash them and pick one. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Aries. Look at that. Cool. All right, my fiery Aries. Retap back in here, do a quick shuffle. Resorted here. See what messages I have for my Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising. It really doesn't matter. Honestly, I'd listen for them all. Put them into the context in which they belong. All right. What do I got for Aries? I just felt stuff go. That's way too much of a mess. There's that Prince of Wands again. Yeah, Aries is on the move. On the move with some quickness. The rest just fell out, so I'm just going to put those back in there, and what's meant to come is going to come. Prince of Swords popped. Okay. Yeah, two princes. Fire and air. Go, baby, go. Ooh. Tower in reverse. Been there, done that. I'm an Aries rising, so trust that I know that. I know that. We've been through it and finally making moves, right? Underside of the deck. Princess of Cups. Tell me a little more about the story or what messages we have for Aries this week, please, Spirit. Oh. Look at you getting it. The Lovers, followed by the Princess of Wands. Whew. What do we got down there? Okay. Five of Cups reversed. No. Be on the underside of the energy. Okay. All right. Well, these are just a lot of people, right? And, it very much could just be you and the energies that you're harnessing. But I'm going to need some clarifiers for this because it doesn't tell me much about the story. It's just a bunch of people. Characters, if you will. And they're in a big old chunk. We'll see what the story tells, right? The bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups upright. So, this story threw me out 3 cards. Let's see what we got. First one to pop. 8 of Cups reversed. Can't help it. Doesn't that look like John Travolta? All right. Got another 4 of Wands in reverse. And on the back end, the 2 of Cups. That is a darling card. Let me sit with it for a minute, guys. I just heard Bob Marley. Every little thing is gonna be all right. So from what I see with this is, there was some big expectations for some likely relationships to go right, right? And I think that within this, there were some disappointments. Things didn't build the way that they were supposed to. But, as we enter eclipse season, Aries, you got a really big eclipse coming up for you, April 8th. It's at 19 degrees Aries. Yeah, definitely going to shake up some stuff in the world. But I think that you guys already had your tower moments. I really do. The prince is coming out so valiantly in the upright, like they are. You're leading with the charge with your passions, It's well thought out. You've planned. You've been in your seclusion. You have been doing the emotional mental work. You've been imagining, you've been creating what's driving your passion is leading you to knowing that this shit's over. All you have or need is a little love, and you got that within yourself. I think that regardless, you're really feeling the Venus move into Pisces. Honestly, I know that this is more of a Gemini card, but the beauty and the duality that moves it, and when it comes into, as soon as it moves through Pisces and this upcoming month and ends up going through into Aries, I mean, it is go time. It's been go time, but this, I think, speaks more to the passions within yourself. I really see this as a lot of self-love and ending up and balancing and harnessing that divine feminine and masculine. I really do. This adding this in here just kind of shows me that, you've already been through this mess. All you need is love, baby. Go with your passions. I love to see this for you guys. I really do. Let's take a look at some oracles and see what we have. All right, let me get a shuffle in on these. Oh, let's talk about Aries. Any inspirational messages? Oh, that was pretty good. Pop pretty quick. Wailing tree is the underside of the deck. Reconciliations. I love that tree is like lit up with fire. I think that the reconciliation is with self, allowing yourself permission to move on and let go of some of that walling tree. But the actual card you got was 16, the empty well. Time to replenish. So 7 in numerology. Let me read to you guys what card 16 reflects. Hold this up a little further. I don't have to look at my mug. Nothing here. Time to replenish. Diminishing yourself for another. I don't think Aries is doing that anymore. All right. The empty well reveals that there is nothing for you here. The well is dry and the desert is encroaching on your once fertile garden. It is time to face this harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance that you've experienced and let spirit guide you to your next destination. This might mean saying goodbye to someone or something insisting on changing the rules of the game. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Making yourself small will not produce the results that you want. There is a lack of reciprocity. It is a word, whatever. I can't talk today. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. I really need reading glasses to read very well. But basically, there's a lack of give and take, right? The empty well tells you that it's time to reclaim what's yours and return what doesn't belong to you. The shadows cast in your direction are not of your making. You don't need to react or respond to them, as they're not even real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. These shadows are projections that you are confusing for reality. You may have been offered a shovel to help dig yourself out of an uncomfortable situation, a bucket to drink from the well, but you cannot dig yourself out of this hole. And remember that there is no water to be found in that well. Receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. Follow the watercourse way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a new spring oasis. It's beautiful. You can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources, in the subterranean depths of your own heart. I concur. I concur. I think that this is very much, especially with Chiron being an Aries as well, you know, we Aries, we've been doing some healing and some reflecting, and we've been through the battles, and Aries, do you celebrate and resonate and stand in your I am. Mwah. All right, guys. Let me get you a shadow card here. Okay. Let's talk and see what the dark mirror has for Aries. I'm finally glad we got a positive reading. All right. We do need to watch out for which we're addicted to or prone to addiction on. But sacrifice. That is such a cool looking card. Card 7, sacrifice. That's a waning gibbous moon, and the stage, anger. All right, so shadow side for Aries, even if I have to break apart, as long as it serves a purpose. Oh, I love that. Here's a visual seed. I've accepted my duty and I release. And in my release, I found freedom. A beautiful knight, female knight, wears heavy armor. She holds a blade in front of her, and a blade of light slices across her face, showing the deadly seriousness of her stare, the mirror of her resolve. It's actually quite beautiful. All right. There is a strong power in sacrifice. Our fears, our hopes, they are all chains to a small world. Our sense of self is a small, petty creature of uncertain resolve and shaky horizons. With sacrifice, we renounce our sense of self. We accept to be lost. We accept to be shaken and cut and bruised and hurt and burdened and locked and stricken and despised and gossiped and betrayed and be misunderstood and be left alone, to rot, to die with just words of thanks. Thanks. While the world goes over and over our broken dreams. But when we drown our sense of self to sacrifice, we're also being a greater person. We're screaming, I exist. I make a difference. We accept a price to pay, and we used our blood and tears as currency. That gives us the right to stand tall, doesn't it? Man, that's so Aryan. I love it. All right, my beautiful Aries, I'm gonna move on. We'll see who's next. I hope that gives you some inspiration. We are just about, what are we, halfway through almost? Feels like I should be having some more cards here. I'll wash them. All right, Cancer. What do we got for Cancers here? Get these out of the way. Do a shuffle here. Ooh. I'll get better at the whole techie thing. It's my first time actually recording on cam, shy of just my voice. So I do appreciate you guys all coming and exploring my channel. I realize you guys have busier things to do, but it's always worth it sometimes just to sit back and resonate a little bit in the divine that is the cosmos. Cosmos, universe, all of that good. All right, so I just heard like the crab pinchers. What do we got for the Cancers out there? Well, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, you're not lacking. Underside of the deck is the 6 of Pentacles, which those two together makes 11, which makes 2, which makes juggling. Sorry, guys, my cat's like trying to tear some stuff up. Anyways, all right, what do we got for the Cancers, please? Cancers. What else goes with that 5 of Pentacles? Why are they feeling that way? Okay, here it comes. Ooh. Okay, 7 of Wands reversed. I want to let go of the fight. 6 of Pentacles underneath. Again, let me throw that one around. The Star card just flew right out. This is such a beautiful card. It's an Aquarian card. Very much speaks to the energies that we've all been feeling lately. The 9 of Swords underneath. What is it that they want? What is it that they want that they're tired of fighting for? Show me. Okay, I just showed you guys it popped again. You are driving yourself crazy, and probably those around you, with worry and stress and overwhelm. You may have a snake in your garden. Cancer, you guys are in a highly intuitive sign. I do see you have some protection here, right? I don't just see this as just a wish card, okay? This is also divine protection. If you feel something's off about somebody, listen to your intuition. I wouldn't necessarily act right away and be like, oh, nope, but if you're getting an intuitive hit repeatedly about the same person, or you're getting that vibe that just something isn't right, Don't doubt it. That's some doubt right there. Don't doubt it. Okay. Thank you. Oh man, that is a mess and going to take me a minute to recover. Wow. Okay, well, here's what I got. I'll do that after this here. Okay. So, Wheel of Fortune in the upright came out. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. I love that the underside energy is this. The Two of Pentacles juggling, like I mentioned earlier. And then I did get the King of Swords also reversed. So these popped out together, reversed, with a Wheel of Fortune. And there's a whole lot of cards on the floor. So I kept what popped. And there is definitely some deception going on in your area. The two people did pop out, and it very well is a karmic. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, it's definitely good luck and the circle of life, and you know, the spin of the roulette wheel. You never know what you're gonna get, but is also a Saturnian card. It very much speaks to time, to karma. All right, so for those of my Cancers that are dealing with parties in their lives, I don't see any hearts in this reading at all. I mean, really, we've got the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Star, the Nine of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Swords. So we have no water. No water. I mean, there might be a dream of one. Look at her dipping her foot in it, right? So it very well could be more of a... Okay, so the Star card is also 11th house, which is Aquarius, and that is community, right? There's a lot with all the sword energy. It could be intellectual or creative communities. It could be in school. It could be... it could be in your neighborhood. You know, I mean, I'm looking at this, and I mean, I keep hearing community. Whatever environment that you're in, that you're dealing with a potential snake. I know you are tiptoeing around it. Right beneath it was the devil. Wow. Okay. So I think that this reading right here, let me count this. We've got stand in your integrity. That's what I just heard. I mean, there's a lot. Lay down what's not yours. I mean, there's no reason for you to be in nightmare mode, right? Like, why are you letting something get to you that bad that is not fulfilling to you at all? If anything, it makes you feel like you don't belong, like you're an outsider, like you're a leper, you know, and you're tired of all the fighting and bickering and bullshitting and competition. You know what, babies, stand in your knowing, stand in your wish. You have divine protection. You're on the up and up on the karmic side, right? These lying mofos that are gossiping, let them be. you know. Let's go into that. Let's go into this a little deeper with the oracles and see what else I can pull for you advice-wise. And I'm sorry if that was a little off-putting. I don't like to have to deliver that information usually, but evidently there was somebody particular that needed to hear that. With that Two of Pentacles being the under energy in reverse, don't juggle something that isn't yours. That's not your. You don't need to have to fit in. You know, that doesn't have to be your people. You be yourself, and people will come to you. Your tribe will find you. You know, there weren't no cups in it. You got no love for it. Don't let that harden your shell. You know. Oh, the beloved. Radical acceptance. Be you. You don't have to be one of them shady ass people. Dances on one foot. The balancing act. All right, that's card number 9. What do we got? It's a balancing act, resourcefulness, saying yes to life. Yeah, you don't have to keep acting like your feelings, your integrity, your feelings, it all matters, right? It really does. You don't have to conform to people and or live up to expectations of people that don't respect you. All right. Anyways, dances on one foot. Now, dances on one foot, when it shows up, you're called to find a new balance. Just as a dreamer moves gracefully into each pose, just as a dancer, moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you. No matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems, or if you're putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, digital media, you're missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it's going to be up in the air. There's that Two of Pentacles. It's not that you're doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's that you're confusing readiness with preparation. You will never, ever be fully prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation that the universe offers you. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything not infused with your life. Romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson, Cancer. You're being challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the belief, if I only had more. Life has provided you with everything that you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you're losing balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest. You will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steady hand. That's pretty dang beautiful. All right. Let's get these messages out. I just love it when the oracles match up with what popped to me randomly in the reads. That makes it even more validating. Okay. Oh no. Don't be forgetting oneself. Number 17. Okay. And there's the moon phases on these cards. I don't know if you guys notice them, but on each corner there's the moon phase. All right, so forgetting oneself, the waxing gibbous. See, it's almost full. But in this case, the stage is denial. Time as an eternal present, not fleeting but locked. No progress is no regress either. I guess that is a pretty good thing. So then it gives a visual seed. A naked young man whose curly brown hair is intertwined by a golden laurel crown. Half of a golden mask protects his eyes, while the sky around him breaks, ripped to take the shape of a mistletoe branch. Okay. Eating the lotus flower, numbing our identity, to go by a sound of music that was never ours. Now, going dark. A modern Adonis, an ancient Hermes, has grown up Cupid's shrine by laurel, mirth, and lotus. He is the welcoming lure of the present moment, the warm embrace which numbs everything else, like Bacchus's wet kiss. If you let go of the pressure and of the pain, if you let go enough of your identity and of the context that you live in, then you will just feel better. It's what happens when you fall asleep, when you take refuge in the arms of a loved one, or when you watch a movie slumped over ungraciously on a comfy couch. Sometimes, however, it asks for more. It takes more out of you. More of yourself to be forgotten, to feel just a little bit better. And maybe the twisted idea that if you forget everything, then you will actually really feel better. Forgetting everything, letting everything go. Not just as a moment of rest, but as a jump in the dark. It is like vertigo. Feeling dizzy, you stand on the edge of the precipice, and a little part of you wants to jump, but it's just a moment of rest, a moment of pause, a moment of uncreative selfishness. So what? Let it be, and sleep soundly. Cancers, you guys do hold on to way, way, way too much. I think that is, I don't really have anything to add to that. That was pretty great. I am going to pause for just a second and pick up this mess of cards, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I swear, like 20 cards threw out on the floor. It's kind of crazy. All right, who are we going to go with next? Felt it. Gemini. My twins. How are my Geminis? My son's a Gemini. Love my Geminis. So mercurial. Always have so much to say and explore. Oh, okay. Let's call in spirit and give me my message for Geminis. I'm about to just freak out. They just keep flying. Squirrel. Gemini in true Gemini fashion. All right, let's try this again. It's like interruptions. Let's go with it. Burdens, 10 of Wands. What's up? Ace of Swords on the underside of the deck. Nine of Cups. I love that in this deck, the wands are like matches. I'll show you in a second. All right, what else do we have? 10 and 9. What else do we have for Gemini? The 8 of Pentacles in reversed, and the 4 of Wands again in reverse. All right. King of Swords on the underside of the deck. Yeah. Look at those matches. Huh. It's kind of funny. Saturn is up there. Saturn does give hard lessons. Saturn is hard work. All right. You put a lot of love into it. I can see that, my Geminis. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Patience is wearing thin. That's what I see. Give me one more for this one. Make it fair. 5. At least one more for Gemini, please. More wands. Okay. And it's the 8 of Wands. I love that. See those electric zaps? That so very much speaks to sudden information coming in fast and passionately. It's Uranian energy. We did just have Uranus-Mars conjunction, not conjunction, but some action between Uranus and Mars just recently. They were squaring and causing a little bit of problems and sudden upheavals and sudden reveals. Anyways, all right. And then the underside is Temperance in reverse. Okay. All right, let's look. Okay, so didn't get any swords for you, really. I mean, the underside, I mean, you are thinking negatively about that. And I can understand that. I mean, and Geminis feel, when they feel through their thoughts. They feel it in the head. All right, so we've got 10 minus 8. Okay, so we've got 18, and then those are in reverse, so 14 is a 5. Oh, what are you guys doing? Like, I can tell there's some impatience there. I mean, I know you guys like your variety, you like the excitement. You know, I see that you're giving your passion. You're giving your passions and putting your passions out, but you're still not feeling that you're reaping the rewards that you want, or it's not coming fast enough. You know, I do think that you guys are genuinely pretty happy people, but I can definitely see some inner turmoil in what you're dealing with. And, you know, I'd compel you guys to, like, get out in nature. Go get yourself some fresh air. You know, Geminis, you're an air sign. You need air. I guess obviously we all do. It's kind of silly of me to even say that. But get yourself grounded. Reconnect with nature. You guys need to get regrounded. There's so much fire in your sign, fire and air, that I bet your wheels are just spinning and spinning. And as I said that, my eyes just got drawn to these pentacles spinning and spinning around that dream. You know, whether it be love or just you know, a love of a person, or a love for yourself, or feeling unfulfilled. You definitely need to pull yourself back down a little bit. Okay. I do think you're going to have a message coming in pretty soon. If you didn't already just get it, let's see if the Oracle can tell me a little bit more Actually, I want to pull one more card about message for you, Geminis. And that came fast. I guess I don't need another card for you. Came up King of Wands in the upright with the underside of the Temperance in the upright. Gemini, what's fueling your fire, huh? You're definitely feeling the passion for someone, or something. You have a project that you're working on? Are you... Have you Geminis been doing stuff down on the down low that you're extremely passionate about and that you want to let out to the world, but you're afraid of how others will take it? Well, don't be afraid. Don't care what anybody else thinks. I mean, my goodness, you guys are so creative and loving. And all these wands, whatever it is, you've definitely got a passion for it. And only fits if it fits. Don't try to make something fit. Just be careful with, I just heard accidents. Okay. So, just be careful. Okay. Whether it's careful with fire, definitely, with all these matches that I'm seeing. I don't know where that's coming from, but okay. So you guys also got dancing on one foot, the balancing act, and eye of the needle, intentionality. Intention is everything. It really is. Did I read that? I don't know if I read that earlier. Maybe it was just a clarifier. Lost compass. All right, well, we'll go for it. I'll read it. Okay, Eye of the Needle, number 17. Intentionality, clarity, positive outcomes. If you look through the eye of a needle, what do you see? Summon the experience of being so singularly focused on a task ahead that it becomes natural for you to remove everything that's superfluous and every distraction, every non-essential, so that you succeed. What is, in this case, the definition of success? And in order for the threading of the needle to happen, everything not in alignment with your goals needs to be let go. This is the only way that you'll get what you want and what you need. Shrewd discernment. The willingness to winnow down the needle thread, connection to its essence. I'm so sorry, that was horrible. It was just a weird sentence to read. Anyways, the eye of the needle looks so tiny, but once your intention threads through it, a vast opportunity is present on the other side. The needle can mend, sew things together to make something meaningful and new. You're experiencing success right now. Stay true to your desires. What I say? And to the work that you need to accomplish, so that you're laser focused on the experience of creating and manifesting. The outcome is assured by divine forces. Wow. Yeah. So whatever project or whatnot that passion that Gemini's holding on to, man, you guys you're standing in your power on it. I just stick with it, you guys. I'm glad to be able to give you that reading. Hope it helps. We will move forward to the shadow card. So what kind of shadow is Gemini dealing with? I think I already know, but we shall see. I'm going to have to get like a backboard or something so it flings my cards back at me rather than off the table. I feel like I've been chasing a lot. And oddly enough, a card ended up in the upright. And upright in the middle of the deck backwards. So I think that's Gemini, very squirrelish. The child I was meant to be. So, Dark Mirror, so that's card number 8. I'll read through that one here for you guys. And that one is the full moon phase. If you notice, the moon's full right by my, above my finger there. An instant clarity is the light I need. This is a stage of acceptance. Tones of lemon yellow and plum magenta with castings of sky blue and bright morning white. The serene face of a woman with a gentle gesture holds a small growing plant made of dreams and new leaves. To go forward is to go backward, as hope heals the wounds of this past year. Yeah, the Geminis have had quite a bit of a year. All right, so going dark. So there's a little darkness in this card. It is a card of connection with ourselves. So many times it feels like a dream. It's fleeting, uncertain and yet clear. The moment you close your hand to grasp it, it turns into a fairy light and disappears. It remains as a lingering smell. Whew. An unforgettable feeling of light and peaches and blossoms. It is faith. It is hope. It is a warm smile on the other side of the forest of smoke and mirrors. We can be whole again. We can be pure again. We can be happy again. No matter what we did, we can. Just know that this is a gift of light among the cruel darkness. It brings no road, sometimes no solace, but it can become a seed of hope, a wind of change, a fire for safety in from the storm, even if it's gone. It was definitely here. Embrace what you know is for you, my Geminis. See you next time. All right, guys. So we are on the back end of it. My Aquas Aquarius is next. Hopefully I still have some people hanging in here with me at this point. Right as I shuffled, I felt the tick hit. Okay. It's a big story. It gave me the whole thing. We got 5 of Pentacles reversed. King of Wands in the upright. I got a plethora. You know what? I'm going to throw them all back because it was like 10 cards and I'm just going to start over because I heard reshuffle. All right, let's try this again. Aqua energy, please. What's the message for the Aquarius? Okay, so it came out in a story again, so I'm going to leave it. Okay, 10 of Cups. And Tower card reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. Devil reversed. There's that 4 of Wands again, reversed. That seems to be a common theme that we're having. And Judgment. And reverse. Underside of the deck, we have the 3 of Cups, reversed. So, my Aquarius. That's a pretty deep spread. I do love that it led with the Ten of Cups in the upright. The Tower in reverse. The Queen of Cups in reverse. There, I do feel a tremendous amount of loss. I mean, oddly enough, even this Ten of Cups, it really looks kind of sad, doesn't it? Now, Aquarius is an air sign, just like my Gemini was. They're very fixed. Gemini is a more mutable sign, you know, can change and go with the flow a little easier. Aquarius is, although they're pretty unique for the most part, they're also very fixed in their beliefs. Sorry, my cat is really distracting me. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I look at this and I do see some that you have been going through some past hurts, right? I'm looking at this and the only, you know, I know it almost looks like a facade a little bit, like maybe, you know how like when somebody pretends everything's okay, and it's not. You're holding, I'm sure it probably is okay. The Tower moment's over. You know, you've gone through the hurt, the disappointment, perhaps even not feeling inspired. I don't know why I just got that. Anyways, you're releasing some toxic energies, and I think doing your best to not hold resentment, but it's pretty clear looking at this that I think some Aquarians been done wrong, and maybe you were the ones that did wrong, right? However, you're trying to let it go. You feel the love, you know. I mean, I know that you love all the people around you, but you've really got to become less rigid in your beliefs. I just heard shadow. So, my Aquarians maybe just need to do some shadow work. And keep in mind, there's 3 sides to every story. Okay? Is that the justice you have to... In order to be just, you have to be able to see the duality. See both sides. That's Aquarius, you're really good at that. But you're also really good at discernment. Okay. I see it in this position in reverse as don't take on the holier than thou. I have an Aquarius moon, so I very am aware of how Aquarians' emotions work. They're very up here in the head, and you know, I know that in a situation like this, one could tend to be. You don't necessarily want to play the victim, but you're not releasing judgment either. So just know that you too are not without your flaws. You are very abundant. You know, your heart, although people may not necessarily see it, your heart is full. I think that this spread that I'm looking at right here is asking you to open your heart. Flip that bitch around. You know, take on some water. You're not going to drown. Your air sign will rise up. You'll rise up. You'll be a bubble. You'll rise up. I'm glad to see that you've let go of the toxicity, though. I really am. Hey. A tidy house, clarity and organization. All right. That's card number 1 in the deck. All right. Clarity and organization, a thorough inventory, an auspicious symbol. Hey, we'll take that. All right. Sorry about the shaky hands. If your emotional world feels messy and unruly, and you can't seem to get clear, it's time to see how your environment is affecting you. Although your inner world has a huge impact on what shows up in your outer world, the reverse is also true. You can be influenced by the people who populate your daily life and the energy of the objects that you surround yourself with. Basically, everything in your surroundings. Need I remind you, this, speak to an unhappy home. It really can. All right, so now is the time for an inventory and full clearing of your environment. Ask for clarity from your relationships and do not make assumptions at this time. Quit passing that judgment. Clear and unambiguous communication is key. You may choose to let go of some people from your life when this shows up. It's a good thing. Otherwise, you might stay in these relationships too long out of a sense of obligation and social courtesy, when in truth, there is nothing holding you together. Be impeccable with your words. Say what you mean and be willing to make whatever changes are necessary to clean up your side of the street. If you know you're doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who has an opinion. That said, right now, once you're sure your proverbial house is a tidy one, there's a release of energy to begin things new, to enjoy life, and to know with certainty that you are on the right path. Nailed it. I take on some, do some house cleaning, do some inventory. That'll give you the clarity you're looking for. All right, what's the shadow for Aquarius? No, you're not. Fated to suffer. My ass, Aquarius. And then gilded regret underneath. Sorry. So 25, you're not fated to suffer. No. Life can be so cold. All right. Moon phase, waxing gibbous. Stage is depression. All right. Feeling confined into a script, forced by another, and never really fought. Heading towards a destination of pain. Here's a visual seed for this card. In the confines of a foggy forest, a misshaped woman's hands a green and red apple to a younger woman with red lips, dressed as a servant. If you know the future, you forsake your choices. Only with no fate, life is free to unfold into unknown shores. Once upon a time, we believed in fairy tales. There were the voice of the common. They were the voice of common sense, the educational tool which prepared us to duty, danger, and morals. Some things we would never accept if they were told by a single voice. So the world arranges us to hear them with 1,000 voices, 1,000,000 voices. It's about what you can do and what you can't do, what you are worth and what you can aspire to. It's about what you like, what you want, and what you hold dear. It creates a script which becomes as strong as all the voices that believe that the script is combined, so much that you cannot see another path. Are you truly seeing Snow White in the card? Is the story truly only the is is the story the truly the only one image that you can tell? What if the apple's not poisoned? What if the witch isn't really evil? Is that the same at what you look like in your life? Is it truly what you think it is? Are there really no other options with your fixed butt? Sorry. I'm talking to myself too, guys. All right. Is the opinion of others honestly better than ours? Even if there are so many and we are only one, are you fated to suffer? It is not that there is no suffering in the world. The point is that. The point is that there is no fate. Yeah, you're not fated to suffer. All right. Do a little shadow work, my Aquarian friends. You know, Pluto's going to come in. He's going to dip out one more time and go back into Capricorn. But then he's going to move into Aquarius for realsies this time, right? So we got one more dip into that shadow. And, you know, Saturn is the modern ruler of Aquarius. And, Uranus. I said that wrong. Saturn was initial ruler of Aquarius. And Uranus is the modern ruler. And Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn. So Aquarians, we can be pretty dang fixed in our righteousness, you know. Quit being judgy, you know. Do you tidy up your house? Things will sort themselves out. Mwah, mwah. All right. Who's next? Oh, my Saggies. Sagittarius. Let's get with it. I feel like I've been sitting here way too long. I got a couple of hours worth of cards in. But we got the Saggies left to go. There's one that went flying. Ooh. Got some Two of Cups action going on. Ooh. And the 4 Wands in the upright. That looks pretty. All right. Give me Sagittarius, please. Goodness. Okay. Sorry, that came out in a mess. Got the World card in reverse. Two of Pentacles. Temperance in reverse. I know these are all seeming really redundant, but I swear I'm shuffling them. Oh, goodness. Up in your feels. Okay. I think I got it that time. 4 of Cups reversed. And 4 of Pentacles reversed. Is the overall energy of this. I'm just gonna sit with this for a minute. You're trying to see the beauty, aren't you? You're trying to find that balance, and out of you, out of everybody else, is actually, you're juggling pretty well. You really are. You're juggling pretty well, but you're struggling with you're struggling with things not moving fast enough. I can see that. Temperance in reverse is speaking to some impatience-ness. You got 2 4s. It was the 4 of Cups, and then the underside of the energy of the deck was the 4 of Pentacles, reversed and reversed. I feel like I want to flip one more. Bear with me here. All right, give me a... I didn't even have to call for it. Might as well show it to me. Showed me the 3 of Pentacles in reverse with the 2 of Swords. Okay. 3 of Pentacles was in reverse, and that was very much speaking to what I'm seeing here with these 2 cards. I see... Okay. Whether it is you're tired of feeling this way, you're tired of living in this state of being, you're tired of giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, and you can't seem to move past. You can't get the cooperation, you know, that's needed. I mean, if you look at this card in the upright, they're working together, you know, whether it's a contract, whether it's a relationship. I just heard sevens. So yeah, I mean, probably relationship. You're tired of putting into something that's just not producing. You're tired of juggling, you know. You at this point, you're a damn trapeze artist, you know, or you're at the circus. You can juggle in balls all day long, you know. Oh, anyways. But you can't seem to make a decision or a choice. Or maybe you don't feel like you have one. I mean, usually when I see this card, and I see it reversed, I mean, I get that you had a choice. I do get that. Are you afraid you made the wrong choice? I'll sort it out. I'll sort it out for you. Okay. Real quick, I just want to look at this 2 of Swords, right? Show me 2 cards. What's the choices? What about it? First one that came out. Star card in reverse. With the underlying being 6 of Cups in reverse. That's... And she's looking that way. My 2 of Swords is looking that way. All right, so I threw that choice out there. All right, what's the other side of this? Are you thinking you missed out on something? I got story again. Okay. 3 of Swords. And the way that this is laying down on my table, she's looking away from it. She's looking over here. She's looking over here at this. I don't know how else to hold this. I'll get my shit right one of these days, guys. Anyways, you see she's looking over there that way. And Over here, we got, she's looking at an unfulfilled dream. Impossible loss of a soulmate. She's looking away from the pain, which was the Three of Swords reversed, followed by the King of Wands reversed, and the Eight of Wands reversed. That's cut off communication. So, I see, okay. These two clarifiers kind of popped out. Ace of Swords reversed and the Princess of Cups. All right, so real quickly here, I'm just going to wrap this up. It hurt. Saggies, there was disappointment. I know you want this pain to hurry up and stop. This frustration, this mental anguish, you want it to stop. And, you know, you're still looking at what could have been. What could have been. And you're turning away from looking at the Three of Swords and looking at the King of Wands reversed and looking at the Eight of Wands reversed. You're not communicating. There's no communication. I can see that. You're still trying to, with this, I mean, I really just see that you're trying to balance your everyday life as you're dealing with some pain, and sitting in some sadness, and you're doing some healing. Okay. I see that for my Saggies, and, let me see what Oracle has to say as far as a message for you. I felt that in my heart chakra pretty hard. So keep your heads up, Saggies. You're doing good. Don't look at the past wallows. Don't be guided by the pain. Be guided by the lessons and the love that you hold within. You can love yourself better than anybody else. You got this. All right. What do we got for Sag? Message-wise on Oracle, please. I didn't think they need an uplifting message after that. The farther gate. Bold step forward. With unmarked trail. Revelation on the underside. All right. Look at that. The farther gate, bold step forward. I love the imagery on this deck. That's card number 55. All right. The next experience. Legacy, evolving, bold step forward. When the farther gate card shows up, it is a clear call to lift your eyes to the horizon and to begin to walk towards your future. You are marching in place right now, stirring the dust and not getting anywhere. Trust that your forward movement will lead you to a new destination you've already set for yourself, but perhaps forgotten or neglected because of everyday busyness. The farther gate tells you, or comes to tell you, that an ending is at hand and that you can leave the old behind. Let it peel away like an old skin that you've shed. Do not hesitate. Cross the threshold boldly, as you will be rewarded. If you continue marking time instead of moving, you're going to miss the opportunity. The gate is open. The next landscape of your life is within your reach. But the window of time to pass through it grows shorter. Do not dally. The gift of the farther gate is to bring you to the fullest expression of your gifts, perhaps for the first time. It's an invitation to a sacred passage, to a new discovery, and both great challenges and opportunities. It is not a graduation. There are no rewards other than the exploration itself, which You guys are explorers, right? My Saggies. My son's a Sag moon. Anyways. It is not a graduation. There are no rewards other than the exploration itself. You've been a farmer far too long, tilling the hard soil that now bears little fruit for you. Time to put that explorer hat on again, once again. Maybe that'll get you guys reconnected. Let you out and to meet somebody new. Find a new experience. A new challenge that you want to partake in. Let's show the shadow for Sag, please. Gotcha. Gotcha. Fated to suffer was the underside again. Ooh. Envious gluttony. Let's hope not. All right, so it's a waxing gibbous moon. Stage is denial. Going to the edge of the ravine, savoring the idea of letting go of all restraint. So I hope it's showing up. A man has rotting, sickly skin and yellow eyes. He dresses in tatters, and sticky blood runs down his chin. He has clawed feet and a crown of a skeleton alligator jaw. The upper part of his head, the lower part of his chest like a gaping mouth. Oh, my light's really screwing with it. Sorry, guys. All right, so there is a hunger sleeping just under the surface like an animal lurking. This card is not just dark, it's unpleasant, sickly disgusting. If the difference in how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed to in front of writhing bugs, it's an existential... It's not an existential darkness that we can paint of romance and drama, the subtle anguish. It's raw, primal, reeking of rotting stench. It feels like there's a darkness, and in that black landscape, there is a hole leading to even greater darkness, and that is calling. Wow. The urge is pressed down every time, played with, toyed with, and treated like something that doesn't belong here. It's rolling in the mud, bringing out the twisted, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself again. Please don't do that. The key is that we don't recognize the depth of the envy and the anger. We've casted it out of ourselves, and now it's truly just a parasitic monster, impossible to accept as something that came out of ourselves. What if we bring light to the pitch dark well? What if the scary monster is just a scrawny, starved filling? And what if it's just a little thing? Dark as tar, indeed. But to be sorry of, not to be feared. Oh. We all have those dark little monsters. They can creep up as envy, gluttony. With my Saggies, it can show up as by law unto themselves. None of us know what's best for everyone. And sometimes when people do things that we didn't think was for the best or the right thing to do, we can be entirely way too judgmental. All right. Well, Saggies, keep shining your lights. Look forward, move forward, keep your head up. Oh, you got this. All right, we've got 3 cards left. 3. Pick a card, any card. And my Virgo. Virgo. Number 6. Virgo of house 6. How's my beautiful Virgos doing? Oh, I gotta shuffle. Virgo said, you gotta shuffle, Heather. You gotta shuffle. Okay. Do I gotta cut too? Virgo. I'm Virgo. Virgo sun. All right, what messages do we have from our Virgo spirit? Boom. Justice in reverse. I love that card. Looks pretty. With the 5 of Wands reversed. What else? Got a couple that time. The Ace of Swords reversed popped out again. 9 of Pentacles reversed. Oh, 5 of Wands still under the deck. I don't need a story. 5 of Cups. I'll take it. All right. And then it gave me a story underneath, right? So, let's see. 8 of Wands reversed. 4 of Swords reversed. 6 of Pentacles reversed. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed. What in the hee-haw is going on with my Virgos? I mean, the underside of the deck is the 10 of Cups. Y'all are full of love. You're feeling emotionally content, from what I can see, but you're not, though. So you're wearing a mask, yeah, because that's underneath that 10 of Cups with the Emperor in reverse behind it. So I think some of my Virgos are really probably, oh, they're full of love. I hear mask. So clearly there's been an injustice. There's been some lying and some manipulating. 9 of Pentacles reversed. It could have been messing with your money. Made your house dirty. You know, you might be having to pick up all these freaking spilled cups everywhere. As you're looking through the change jar, trying to find money to grab your next burger. You've been giving out way too much. It's unbalanced. This shit, you ain't got no time to rest. You know, you haven't had time. And even if you did have time, you don't want the time. You don't want to have to sit in that emotion, you know, like I see that you know, you were done wrong. And you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to hear another thing about it. You want to bury it. I'm surprised there isn't a damn shovel card that popped out here. Right? Yeah, you keeping what you love. You're not, you know, throwing the baby out for the bathwater, being dirty, right? All right. So, okay. What can we tell our Virgos? Okay. So I almost said this, but like Virgo's like, okay, well, I got my people that I love, and that's all I need. And then that was the underside. Gathering around the power of community. That's cool. Pick up this card here. Okay. Woo. All right. So, Virgo, well, you gotta go have some mushrooms. Go eat some mushrooms. Lighten the fuck up. I'm just kidding. Anyways, it's card 24. Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. All right, pretty cool. Let's see what that's about. So card 24. So, all right, is that showing up all right? Cool. Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix, the intricate complexity of life. You might have been thinking and acting like you were the only one in a dream creating your life. The galactic mushroom arrives as playful yet potent reminder that you need to get with your higher power. The universal laws are not only for your benefit. The law of attraction does not just exist to serve up your desired outcome. Ouch. Say what? All right, the matrix of consciousness, called Source or God or Spirit or whatever name you want to put on it, is intricately woven into life. There is so much complexity that the human mind cannot comprehend all the moving parts. It's impossible to see beyond what you already know, just as the head of a mushroom is clearly visible above the soil, but not the living biome below. The thread-like mycelium of fungi form vast, intricate networks underground, connecting different life forms with one another in a kind of internet. Oh, kind of an internet of the planet kingdom. Pretty cool. Sorry, I just had a big old deep vision of an underground matrix and all of it being roots. Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way, connecting the individual consciousness with that of the divine. The galactic mushroom reminds you that your dreams and desires are heard. This is a call for faith and trust. Whatever intention you hold consistently with hope and faith first manifests in the unseen realms. Whether or not you can see it working in your behalf, eventually you see the evidence playing out in the serendipitous events that work in your favor, seemingly outside of the law of cause and effect. Your most beautiful results are going to be birthed right now, not just for you, but in very Virgo fashion. Nice, good for all. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, I look at this and I'm like, I can see it even in myself. Like, yeah, well, one more disappointment. That's why I try not to have expectations on anything. I try to stay open, and like you can't resonate in all this reverse crap here. Like you really can't. I mean, I see you setting it down, but you're holding on to it. And with that, and trying to fake it and be something that you're not. I just want to show you how it came out like this. So I don't know how well this will work. I'll try to go sideways with it. But there you go. That's how it came out. Anyhow. Excuse my mess. So we need a shadow card for Virgo. Okay, what's the shadow that Virgo needs to see, address, or some advice to help through? Gave me 2, and I'm not going to read. You're not fated to suffer either, Virgo, but sacrifice was out there, which that's what that reading was. If you look at it, it's like, I've done all this shit. Been there, done that, got the shirt. I'm gonna go bleach the bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, sacrifice some of my time to go bleach it. But this one, hiding your true self, came out. So I'm gonna go ahead and read that one. It's card 14. Okay. Let's get that back up there. Hiding your true self. It's third quarter phase, acceptance. Hiding is keeping things inside. Lack of trust becomes lack of hope. So there must be a limit. Felt that. In the dazzling daylight, there's a hint of decor. There's a hint of a door. Like the door to a I gotta put this back because I can't see very well. Like the door to a Hammam, outside, draped in scarlet tunics, stand two women, under the sign of the sun, and the other beneath the sign of the moon. Okay. Let's see that again. I think it's up top, outlined in white. Can you see the rays of the sun up there? Anyways. Okay. So you could be in front of the mirror, or you could hide behind the mirror. Yeah, you choose to be the mirror. Hiding is a survival instinct. Do you want to be honest and truly be yourself? Very few people will accept you then. You're too complicated to be comfortable. You're too contradictory to be easy, too exceptional to be believed, too plain to be considered. You can be the sun, you can be the moon, you can be the door, you can be the road, you can be the butterfly and the brick. God, that's so Virgo. Maybe the question is not if, but when. Sometimes real solitude is when there is not a right moment to be yourself, and not the right person, and neither the right way. Being yourself is like a moment at the spa. It's a massage for the soul, a purification process that brings in oxygen and turns away age and wear. It is bliss and it is pleasure. So, it's okay to feel, Virgos. It's okay to feel and not be so cold and judgy and righteous, you know. But be yourself. I know you're really good at faking it when you need to, but you don't need to. Stand in your beauty. Stand in your beauty, Virgo. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to get a drink. All right, so we are down to two. Wow, which one? We're gonna go this one. Oh, Scorpio. And we'll get our Pisces next. Sorry, you guys are so patient, though. My Pisces are so patient. All right, let's pull Scorpio, see what's up with Scorpio. Hopefully we can knock these out pretty quick. Let's do a quick shuffle. All right, Spirit. I just heard burden. Ooh, there, I like that. I like what I just saw. So out pops Ace of Cups. Oh, beast of burden. Don't wanna be your beast of burden. It's Rolling Stones. Maybe have some of that after we get off here. Nine of Pentacles underneath. Feeling it. Feeling the love. Feeling the beauty. The abundance. All right. I like that for Scorpio. Feeling renewed. And then I just saw Pluto dip back into Aquarius. Renewed. New. Fresh. Carrying that Eight of Cups, but it's right next to the Ace of Cups. New. All right, what else we got from Scorpios? Come on. Sorry, guys. My cards are like stuttering. Let's see if I can straighten that out a little bit. You can see what I'm doing. Make sure I'm not cheating at cards. Cheating at solitaire. It's a great song. You like Social Distortion? I do. All right, what else do we got for Scorpio, please? for this week? What message does Spirit have for my Scorpios? I know I'm getting tired. Emperor in the upright. Love it. With Temperance underneath on the bottom in the upright. So, first up, Magician reversed. It's a really badass looking card too, by the way. Check it out. But he was in the reverse. And Four of Cups in the reverse. And the King of Wands once again in the reverse. Okay, and the Six of Swords in reverse. I'm speaking to that. Queen of Wands, right? All right, so I definitely feel some fire energy in here with the Emperor and the King of Wands being in reverse. I feel like it's almost like I feel an opportunity for there's a new inspiration, there's a new lust for life, for love, for, you know, you want to give, and you know, you're hanging out with all those cups. I mean, you're sitting in them, but you maybe you feel like you're missing that one, you know, you're missing that one cup, you know, but you're standing in, outwardly, I see you're standing in your power there. However, you very well might be allowing your plutonic energy to do some manipulating, or somebody manipulating you. Are you holding yourself back because you're too busy trying to rule your kingdom and tend to your past hurts, that you are reaching into your toolbox of tricks are for kids? Like, what? You know, the Magician in the upright has all the tools to do the work that he needs to do. He's got the pentacle, he's got the wand, he's got the sword, he's got the cup. He is owning, you know, and standing in his power. In the reverse, are you? Or are you blocking yourself from receiving the love that you know you want to give, or the love that you deserve? We've all been lied to. Okay, so I just got this. Revenge is childish. It's beneath you. I know that you're ready to get out of the stagnancy. You're done thinking about it. You're done putting any time towards it. But then release it, okay? Release it. Give it away. Give it up to the universe. Say, bye. I don't want it anymore. Move on to the next. Quit lingering in what could have been. You guys very much stay in your feelings. And, you know, you try to put on that mask and strong face. But if you're doing some vindictive, sneaky, shady stuff underneath it to try to justify those hurt feelings and whatnot, it will not turn out like that. Promise you. Promise you. Be looking at that Ten of Cups in reverse. All right, well, song, resonating. That's what we got. That's a pretty cool card. Underside, the wailing tree, reconciliation. You need to reconcile that within yourself. That is, if it's done, over with, and kaput with, take the lessons, transmute them. That's what you guys do best, right? All right, card 61, the whale song. Oh, remembering, honoring, resonating. There are moments in life when you have this sense of deja vu. that you've visited this place, know these feelings, this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around again. Yet, there is a haunting quality to this, a melancholy, as life's mysterious fragility, sorry about that, is so underlined. Like a well song that pleads for simple notes to be matched by another, you have a short time to capture this essence and let it resonate in a way that is potentially transformative, but only if you don't run away. Sometimes you may forget the moments of your humanity, your truest desires, because you become so earthly, earthbound and calculating, striving and doing. You're so overstimulated by the chase and what you're exposed to that you forget your heart. Now is the time to jump in the water and play and be reminded of your creative self, your collaborative impulse to sing along, seeking harmony, beauty, purpose, and meaning. At this moment, that is your exact invitation. You will achieve more than the plans that you set in motion if you use this opportunity to explore, be curious, and take a much-needed break from what your mind thinks it needs to accomplish. Your heart is calling. Answer it. It's pretty promising. What shadow do I have for my Scorpio? As if they don't already know. All right. Alone in this world. All right. 6. Let's take a look at that. 6. All right. Third quarter phase of the moon, acceptance. In solitude I stand, in solitude I may shine. Under the morning light in a closed and silent court, paved with stones, laced by trees, a beautiful woman sits naked on a precious bench. Many blankets or drapes are around her in colors of red and white, like discarded wings. I made my home a closeter, my heart a chalice for the faintest breeze, and yet I stand alone. Okay. Oh, sorry. Waiting for something to come back? When we parted ways, we promised each other, I will wait for you and I will come back. We may have used different words like it's just for a few months, or a sharper pen like I don't need you. And still we're waiting. Mind has lost hope, body has lost memory, and our heart is still incomplete. It is shrined into a blessed feeling of longing and desire, innocence and hope, but is also entombed into a well of solitude and distance. It built walls to stall the passage of time, and the walls kept out everything. Will the prince come, or has the world gone silent while we waited? Waiting is a transition. It has a beginning and an end. Waiting is night. Morning brings the sun of a new day. Ooh. Deep, deep, deep. I mean, what else would we expect for Scorpio, right? Deep messages with Heather. All right, my Scorpios. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Keep on the up and up. There is a gift for you on the other side, evidently, it says. There is a gift awaiting. All right, finally we got Pisces. Pisces. 12th house. All right. Let's call these guides back in and talk a little bit about Pisces. Ooh, Pisces has all kinds of energies rolling through it right now. Got Mercury. Well, Mercury just went into Aries. But Venus, Saturn, Neptune. Wow. That was a whole roll through with nothing. Let's go. Okay, I better wake my Pisces up. Hey, wake up, Pisces. They like to nap. I don't know if you knew that, but they do. All right. Okay. Seven of Swords reversed. Princess of Cups reversed. The Moon reversed. And the Three of Swords reversed. Okay. Underside of the deck. That dang Two of Pentacles again in reverse. Seems to be a common theme. Struggling to find some balance. I see. All right. 7 and 3. That's a Ten of Swords. That's a big area. Big energy being carried. Okay. Ace of Cups reversed. But we got some truth in that. All right. And so it goes. Up. So that's a Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords. You've awoken from the nightmare. You're still not sure if you got the full truth, though. Oh my goodness. 4. Sorry, I'm just feeling the heaviness in this. Ooh. It feels somber. But at least you got some truth. It was disappointing. It hurt. But I think that you spent so long sitting in that uncertainty. Yeah, you leveled up. That's in the reading, and that's just what popped. I was filling for clarifiers and where you were at. Yeah, you know now. So whatever communication, I see fog. Fog is Neptune anyways, right? Which is your ruler of Pisces is Neptune. And so I see that the fog is clearing and parting, and you'd been feeling, I see you felt something that didn't feel right. Now, oh, that's so awesome when I see all these upright cards. Look at that. Like the High Priestess in this deck, it was the underside of the energy, and that's a gorgeous card. But like, look at all the players behind her. She knew. You're in your integrity. You knew. He, she, whoever you are, you knew. Okay, so with this, keep trusting your integrity on your forward movements past this situation. The way that the spread laid out, we've got a lot of swords, and water and air don't really, yeah, you can stir shit up, but it's not doing anything for you. And I think actually you're reaching to the point to where you've laid it down. I mean, when I look at the amount of swords that I have here, I have 7 of Swords in reverse, 3 of Swords in reverse. I put those together, that makes the 10 of Swords. And the Ace of Swords, that's in reverse, and then the Ace of Swords in the upright. When I look at that, that's the 9 of Swords. And I see that with that, like, you've You're waking up from the nightmare. You've got the clarity that you were looking for. If you have not got it yet, no, I think you got it. You got it. I keep hearing you got it. You got it. But I was gonna say, if you haven't got it yet, wait for this coming Libra moon. Libra, I'm sorry, the eclipse that we're gonna have in Libra. I didn't look at dates, but I want to say like the 25th or the 26th of the month. Gathering amount community popped out, but to be fair, I'll give you a different one. Winter's Dream. Gestation period is the overall energy for that first card that popped. But I want to get some advice. Man, Pisces has really been going through it, and they've got all kinds of mixed emotions coming through here. How can we flip around that Ace of Cups? Can we get some clarity on some things here? Oh, it's about to pop. I just felt it. One message for my Pisces, please. Just one. Got it. Said it with the chest. You guys got the joyful muse too. So lock into your childlike spirits and lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. It's really cool. Look at that. Dude's chilling up there. He knows. He knows. All right. Lay of the land, number 34. All right. Lay of the land, past lessons, being well-informed, ancestral wisdom. There are times when you're meant to discover and explore new terrain in your life, even be a part of a wave of change. This is one of those times when you're contemplating as perhaps new to you, but others have laid well-worn paths of and left wisdom for you to rely and reflect upon. This is so you have a better understanding of the potentials and pitfalls on your journey. When you know the lay of the land, you're better able to fully experience what's being offered to you. This is a wonderful time to seek a mentor or good advice from an expert or an elder. That way, you will be able to meet life's opportunities and challenges and meet challenges well-informed. Knowing you have a map, now you can be curious about what else is here. The path, this is a path that promises success in all areas, whereas others before you have dared to tread, you will discover the treasure they have left behind for you to make your own. Wow. You knew. Heal, baby, heal. Your ancestors are with you. Your spirit guides are with you. You pray to your higher power. Practice forgiveness if you've got to. Not forgiveness for necessarily people that hurt you, but even forgiveness for yourself for not knowing better when you knew better. I'll take that for what it's worth, but I just got thrown a couple cards, so let's see what we've got. Sacrifice again and hiding true self again. I'm just about to throw those out of the deck because they just keep showing back up. Maybe everybody's doing a little masking. All right, one more. Pisces. And gets thrown across the room. Don't play that revenge game. All right, let me get down here again. And another familiar. I guess it kind of gets to that point, doesn't it? All right. One more for Pisces. That is not one everybody else has gotten, please. Ooh. Black flower fragrance. And I love that it's a full moon. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to read this one to you guys so that I can get back to my day, so that you can get back to your day. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. I know it's moved really long, but hey, it's my first go at it while recording, so we shall see. You know, it'll get better in time. I just am done procrastinating, I guess, you know. So thanks for being here while I face my fears of being on cam in front of people. And yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. So black flower fragrance. Stage is anger. The world is unfair. Fuck off, dear world. Fuck you. Literally, that's what the book says. Fuck off, dear world. Fuck you. Here's a visual seed for you. A beautiful woman, her face with a hint of resolve, holds a strange black rose on her chest. It seems to explode like a crystal, each petal an obsidian shard. If we want to go dark, go black, don't stop to the evening, but embrace the night. Okay, that was pretty cool. Love is not a white dove, nor it turns people into angels. Love can be ugly. Love can be cheap. Love can be rotten. But even an ugly love has a right to exist. Even cheap love can raise all the way up to the sky. Even rotten love has the dignity of eternity. Even a black rose by any other name should still smell as sweet. Even if you're wrong, you still have the right to be angry. Even if you're not perfect, you have the right to be respected. Even if you're stupid, you have the right to be listened to. Even if you're lucky, you have the right to complain. Even if you're rich, you have the right to be sad. If you cannot shine because you're beautiful, then shine even if you're ugly. Shine because you are ugly. Just shine. Shine, baby, shine. Gorgeously black, ugly as love, worn out as an angel, cheap as a crown, unconquered as fragrance in the night. Boy, well, that's all for now, my cosmic explorers. Thanks for joining me. Please be so gracious as to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And, you know, stay curious. As always, my friends, until next time, keep unapologetically shining your light. Mwah. Much love.